Hi guys, that's up. I'm back with American Horror Story Season 10, Episode 6, called Winter Kills. This is a terribly reviewed episode, and I think I figured out why by watching the last episode. I'm literally filming this right after, and then I got the next episode prepared, and I see it's only 30-something minutes long. It's half the length of last episode, which basically proves what I just said last episode, is that you could have just made it into one episode. Maybe a little bit of a longer episode, you know? Because it felt so final. It felt like it just needed a 20 minutes or 30 to just tie it up. Maybe if these were watched back to back like I'm doing now, it'll be alright. But I can see why if you have to wait a week for this episode, it's only 30-something minutes long. What a disappointment that would be. So I'm thankful I'm watching this right after the last one. But we'll see what they come up with. I feel like, what are we going to see? It's going to be Ursula and the kid are going to see the chemist to try and convince her to sell them more of the black pill, and so they can spread it around. But the chemist wants them dead. Will she do it herself? Where's Harry right now? He's let his wife just roam around killing things. Maybe he's just writing some screenplay. I don't know. I think mostly why it felt so final last episode is because Karen, Sarah Paulson's character, was forced to take the pill, and she chose not to become a monster. She punished Nikki for making her take the pill and trying to get her to kill like somebody having a picnic on the beach by drinking his blood. She made her masterpiece that he had her envision, and then she killed herself. And that was just like a finale for that storyline. I always wondered how she would tie into this, and they just summed it up in one episode now. And then that was the most interesting part of last episode, in my opinion. It was really sad seeing the wife turn into a monster. And so I don't really know what we're going to see in this other than tying up just the last few loose ends, you know, that it's going to be, I guess, mostly action, people fighting each other. Some are going to survive, some are not. Maybe they all just die. No idea. Let's get started, though.
I think we hit something.
It's the body. Wouldn't it have sunk by now, then? Oh, yeah. There's the sheriff. They did a bad job of hiding that body.
From traditional simply white to mountain peak white.
They look the same. They look the
Have
fucking
you
same.
lost your mind?
It's a scandal that you would even ask.
Why don't you just paint him orange?
Okay.
Motion denied.
Hey, they got a same flag as I
Next
do.
order of business.
Pride.
Jim Levy, the owner of McHenry's.
Restaurant to my flagship McHenry's in Davis Square, Somerville.
Can it, Levy? You're wasting your time.
Excuse me?
Oh, well.
I feel like
your
you're
name
all
is
wasting
Levy?
our time because I don't
know where
really
you
care
get off
about
owning
this.
Not one, but two.
Of the Mass State Police would like a moment to speak to the group.
Is the council just kind of run by people on the pill, I wonder?
Chairwoman.
Because they could tell the difference
I'm
between the
Trooper
whites and I
Jan
can't.
Remy. I was sent by the state police to run the investigation into a murder.
Hey!
I thought
What's
the
up?
chief was just missing.
I don't mind the Sharks as long as they're only killing Yankee fans.
I'm sorry, but this isn't funny.
Yeah.
A law enforcement
They got no
officer
emotions
was
over this.
murdered by
I mean, do we even know she was murdered?
Maybe she went for a night's swim.
in her
Dude.
uniform. And
I don't
many
get why one of
these
them just
murders
isn't
occurred
a cop so they
miles
can just
from
control the
ocean.
town fully.
You think
We are saying that if you start making noise about this stuff, maybe the papers in Boston will pick it up. And
A
then the
real
New York
cop wouldn't
rags,
care
and then
about
suddenly all of those
bad
city folk will
publicity
drive
like
down
that.
for the weekend in July
It's not even
and spend
her
all that
town.
Sweet city.
Cop living there would care, but not someone who came from outside.
impeding an investigation is a crime, and they don't serve lobster rolls in Walpole State Prison.
Well, they can't kill this character because then more people are gonna come down and be like, what the hell is going on here? Kinda wish we had focused more on Lily Rabe's, or Doris was her name, her transformation to a baldy. She just could have delivered an even better performance, like, because I know her acting skill, but since we focused on some random person transform earlier, I guess that's why they didn't choose to focus on it too much. So it went by really fast. But I wanted to see her act more, you know? More screen time, please. But she did good from what we saw.
I stopped Burger King from opening in this town. I can stop you too.
Wow. Did they not go and meet with the chemist? It ended that way last episode. What happened?
So what do you think?
It's your Moby Dick. Your Romeo and Juliet, your Godfather.
Thanks. I know.
I know, I'm great.
Which is why I need to make a family announcement. I can just be a dad to you and your brother. We can do this the right way.
I haven't seen a baby in a while and it freaks
You
me
just
out.
have to trust me.
Who is feeding it? Did you get formula, like...
Okay.
Okay.
I love you so much, honey.
I love you too, Daddy.
You are incapable. Yeah, look at that. Evil star. Ursula, you gotta stop this kid. Come on, you saw that, right?
Did someone break in?
Where's the baby?
Okay, you throw another number out, I'm gonna fly out there and kick you in the fucking face. Hang on. What?
Where's the baby? Oh.
I know good help is hard to find, but make sure you bring the string plucker. This needs to be a family meeting. Sincerely, Belle.
I mean, she's just gonna eat the kid anyways, right?
You didn't hear anything?
Well, I heard a bonk or two, but I figured he was just moving around in his crib.
You ones that move around in their crib.
Well, what do you want me to
Seriously?
say? I've been
She's
on
so-
the phone non-stop. You need to go to Belle's and face them, but not with me. I'm not going with you.
Chicken shit, little bitch.
I am digging deep in my soul to find the small sliver of goodness that will allow me to overlook what you just said.
I think that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. It's weird seeing a kid say that though, you know? It was like in Haunting a Bly Manor when Miles would swear and talk like an adult, and I was like, ugh, this kid actually had to say that, and he is this kid IRL.
Just hope you have enough brain cells left to understand. Hello?
They're gonna strike a deal if you go there, we'll feed you stuff.
That's what I'm here to offer you, a second chance.
Okay.
There's a new pill with a new formula. Not only is it more potent than the last pill, but it has no side effects.
She's
it might
bluffing.
actually undo what happened to you.
Care for some baby charcuterie? I hear it's delicious. Come on, the right setting. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, good. Much obliged.
Her performance has been great this season.
What do you want?
It's my fault, really. I should have seen how this is going to pan out. I mean,
Chemist is just observing everything like they are lab rats.
fucked up in the end. But unlike them, we're going to clean up this town.
Oh, there we go. So now they're fighting them just to get a cure. Dang, he actually got bit. Her too. Sensing a few plot holes right now. I'll talk about it later.
Oh, here, I'll do it. He's fine, see? Oh,
Was she in on it?
Jesus, I think this kid is actually
No.
bringing out my maternal instinct. I hope there's a pill for that.
Lol.
We're gonna get through this and go back to our old life and be happy.
No,
The three
they're
of
gonna
us.
kill him.
I'm sorry, Dad, but it's just gonna be the two of us. I can't let you stop me.
Freaking kid, man. How can he be overpowered by her? Like, the initial bite, you could have easily thrown her across the room. She's half your size.
What's it up?
What? Huh?
Which is an unofficial database of LAPD officers with multiple race-based complaints filed against them.
Thank you, Miranda. More on this story at 10.
You shouldn't be messing with police.
Every one of those pricks had no business protecting and serving. Racist, sadistic
Yeah,
garbage.
I don't feel
What
bad
if
for
they
them.
find out that they're all in your pills?
I have nothing left to prove as a scientist. Think start giving back to my community.
do some public service.
I actually
For me,
appreciate
that
that,
means IDing the
but-
worst cops in the city, sneaking them a little bit of my magic medicine, and sitting back and smiling as they slowly lose their
I
shit.
feel like I
and get
needed
what
a
they
little bit
deserve. Now
more
stop sassing
motivation
me and
from
practice
her.
your violin. You're all.
If you prefer, you can just suck my dick.
She always has a way. with
Where's
words.
Eli?
Especially pushing pills at a Starbucks. No self-respecting writer writes at a Starbucks.
I work at Starbucks. And a lot of famous people come through, so...
Not what I was expecting.
Me neither. But I'll take it.
Okay. It's perfect.
All right, it's down to the two of you. So just sit tight so the team can chat.
He's like, this
Won't be
kid,
too long.
really?
Though, to be honest, you're making it a very hard choice. You're both wonderful.
Is he on a pill too? That's like would be the only real competition, and she will kill him.
Makes it impossible to play anything that doesn't have a violin solo. It becomes a freak show.
Damn. Freak show. Freak show mention.
You're the bearded fucking lady, kid.
That's so ironic. Apparently she's too good now. Did she kill them? What did she do with the body? She looks like a Wednesday Addams. With the clothes.
Where'd Rory go?
Okay.
I'd like all of you to reach under your seats right now.
There's a little black
Don't be
pill
shy.
I would not
There's
take.
a little something special under there. My special vitamin brain sauce stimulant with 0 risk and maximum upside.
Risk.
I'm going to tell you a little
She's just
something
lying,
about
isn't she?
success
Unless
that
they
is
fix
the
it up.
bedrock of this dirty
Which they didn't,
business
because the
that
cop
no
was
one
all
else wants
messed
to
up.
admit. And it isn't nerves. It's the future taking hold. Your future.
Yeah, like that was really dumb. We don't know if any of these people are talented.
Don't cry. We're gonna move on to another place, create another drug, maybe one that'll make you and I live forever. Mommy's here.
Interesting.
She's on top of it.
So she's raising this kid.
To be told we are talented, isn't that all we ever want? The truth is, history will only remember a handful of us, but at least now we're leveling the playing field.
Okay. That's that. Yeah, so basically they just went to another town, caused more chaos, and now the chemist is taking the baby, going to another town, and gonna work on some more lab stuff. But I kind of just wanted to understand more of her motivation. You know, she wanted to unlock that creativity, but she studied them and then didn't improve the drug at all. You know, she just kept it going, kept people turning into monsters. I get why she gave it to those cops, because they were, you know, racist, and she was like, I should get back to the community. But allowing Ursula to just give it to people willy-nilly and still have the same side effects, I don't know why. I guess she just doesn't care, which like makes her character kind of shallow, honestly. Surprised she even took the baby. Can she raise that kid herself? She wants it to live forever with her, but we didn't really see much of them together at all until the end. So that could have been improved. You had like 20 minutes you could have added to this and had more of a story for the chemist. Yeah, the kid just remained awful. I'm not surprised. She killed her dad, and that didn't surprise me as well after she gave that look. I was mostly surprised that they still stuck together, Ursula, the chemist, and the kid. When they were still in LA, I would have thought they would have split up at that point, but they seemed to at the end. So, I don't know. Even though the pill was successful for Ursula, it didn't give her much brains, because she literally just handed out these pills and caused chaos in the city. It was like a freaking apocalypse happening. So, yeah. I felt like it could have had a stronger ending. Like, as I said, they could have split this up. They had a bit of, like, a council meeting, and, like, the cops, but they didn't even go into that later. Like, we don't know what the police are doing in the town, because we left the town. So I felt like that whole scene was just unnecessary. We could have cut 10 minutes of that, put this at the end of last episode, you know? because I was wondering, oh, well, is nobody going to notice that the sheriff's dead? They did notice, but then it still didn't go anywhere, you know, like, we didn't focus on what happened to the town at all last time. I guess it's fine now because Belle Noire and Evan Peters, they're dead, so they are not, you know, killing anymore. The only person I can remember that was left there on the pill was Billy Lord's character. I felt like overall the season was still good. I do think the ending could have been tied up a bit neater. What I liked about seasons like Murder House and Freak Show and Asylum is that I got to really connect with certain characters. And the issue I think with this season was that I couldn't connect to any of the characters. The only one I really connected with was Karen, because she was resilient and she stood up for herself. She did, you know, steal babies, but she even drew a line there saying, I'm not taking any more babies. But her story just ended with her killing herself. So that's why I feel like last episode should have just ended there, you know. Because that was a strong episode. It was highly rated as well, so I'm not alone in thinking that it was great. This episode was kind of sloppy, though. Because if you're going to tie everything up in one episode, you know, in 36 minutes... they just threw in a bunch of details here, like, just threw it in our faces, like, oh, they're in LA now, they're giving the pill to people, giving it to cops so that they shoot each other, they're giving it to people who could potentially be talented, but if they're not, they're just going to tear up the city, and then we leave, go to the next city. It's just, like, kind of predictable for these characters that we don't even care about. They have no emotions, so they're not going to do things and not give a shit. So why should we care about them, you know? That's why I feel like if we had focused more on the chemist and her backstory and why she's doing this, why she wants to live with the kid forever, maybe we could have had a bit of emotional connection with her and be like, oh, she's running off into the sunset with this kid and they're probably gonna find a way to live forever together. But we didn't focus on them at all, so it just kind of felt, you know, okay, cool. Interesting, though, that we're only gonna have 4 episodes of the next part of this double feature. I think there's only 10 episodes this season, if I'm not wrong. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 4 episodes of a other story. I guess if they're 1 hour each, you can basically do that if it's well written, but I guess we'll see if it is. This one was really strong, but I think they should have done 5 and then 5 of the other one, so it could have been more tightly written. So each episode was pretty solid. Except for the one that I mentioned earlier, that was like, it could have had more fast pace. If we had a fast pace for each episode, 5 would have been enough. Could have stuck this at the end of the last one and it would have been solid. So I don't know why they added this extra episode here. They should have just cut out 10 minutes of that meeting in the beginning and focus more on the chemist. But yeah, that's just a decision they made. Overall, I do think this was a pretty good season. I just wish they had focused on more things like Lily Rabe, her transformation. We could have seen that instead of the random singer dude that failed. But I also did like that episode a lot because we got to see Belle Noire's transformation alongside his transformation. So that was cool, but it just kind of tied up that family story pretty quickly because he's like cared for a second. Next second, he's like, you know what? You're better off as this monster. I'm just gonna let you live and roam around here. And then the daughter, basically right after, killed him. And then she's going around, you know, killing people who are maybe as talented as her. And I don't care about her because she's just evil. That's her character. She's just an evil kid. It's not really going anywhere. Whereas I wish we'd focus on the dad more, grieving more for the wife, and I don't know. I feel like he had feelings about it and then just shut it off. So, also certain plot holes I was talking about, but it was super convenient that these bald monsters suddenly listened to Ursula and were like, you know what, we'll attack the talented people. You have something that could fix us. They are incapable of talking, so I was surprised that they could actually understand her. But even so, why didn't they attack them before? What was the reasoning behind that? I thought the smell of them, their blood didn't appeal to them because they also had a deficiency. I thought that was kind of the science behind it, is that they could smell that this person didn't have enough nutrients in their blood, so there was no point in drinking it. But now they just decided to go on a killing spree on them too, which was I don't know, pretty convenient that she could just get them to go kill Belle Noire and Evan Peters, but that was just a minor plot hole. I think the chemist might have explained a little bit that in the end it results in chaos, but Belle Noire was like on the pill for a year. It was just now when there was a couple more people on it that it turned to chaos. I guess they eventually get too competitive and start killing each other. Maybe something like that. I'm not sure. I don't even know why those bald-headed people were alive in the first place. Like, why not take them out of their misery? No idea. Anyways, I'm excited to see what they come up with the last 4 episodes in this double feature. And I hope you like my reaction to this first part. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.